Hi, my name is Casey Paul, and this is a summary video to summarize my leading video. In my leading videos, I interviewed various staff members and asked them a series of questions regarding their thoughts about uh, past successful, meaningful professional development opportunities, how professional development opportunities lend themselves to quality classroom characteristics, and finally, if an administrator should have the responsibility of differentiating professional development opportunities similarly to how a classroom teacher is expected to differentiate their classroom discussion. It was very interesting when I interviewed core area teachers. The most common theme for the best professional development opportunities that they had recently attended were professional developments of well-established national organizations, which this makes perfect sense because these organizations have a large amount of resources and time to put into developing meaningful professional development opportunities, whereas professional development opportunities at our district level weren't quite as meaningful and applicable to the content area. An overriding theme was that the AP and the IB programs do an incredible job with their professional development, very applicable, very meaningful to the teachers being able to take that back to their classrooms and apply what they had learned in their week-long um, institutes for their or for their classrooms. One that I would add is being a former teacher and trainer in the AVID program, which my current school is not. So none of my teachers have really AVID experience. For me personally, that was one of the most meaningful professional developments that I had participated in as a classroom teacher was in the AVID program. Um, it was interesting. We talk about education being a relationship business and building relationships and connections with our students and our fellow staff members. And some of the most meaningful and rich professional development experiences, my colleagues spoke about how the presenter was able to create in those 40 hours or 36 hours for the week, being able to create and establish a meaningful relationship. And so they found under those situations that the professional development was far more useful than if that relationship was absent throughout the week. I think that's very, very important that as an administrator that delivers professional development to fellow staff members, I can't lose sight of the fact that I'm still creating relationships and I'm still creating connections. I just have a different student body, a different audience, but the basic premise doesn't change. Um, all of the teachers spoke about the content being very, very important, but the relationships and the connections wasn't lost. And finally, we talked about differentiation. And as a former classroom math teacher, um, this seems to be a no-brainer that we need to differentiate our professional development on many levels. First of all, on content. The last teacher I interviewed was a PE strength teacher. My professional development as a former math teacher wouldn't apply to him at all, and learning strength techniques and protocols and programs wouldn't apply in my math classroom. An English teacher's professional development on content should look different. However, leading a classroom and creating relationships and establishing connections, I think there's some benefit to some crossover with the professional development in that setting. And additionally, I found that teachers feel that we should differentiate our professional development based on um, level of experience, level of comfort, and overall number of years in the classroom. Uh, the field of education is ever changing. Um, Planning is changing. Whether your district uses backwards planning or understanding by design or the MY program and purposeful planning, all of those templates and theories and um, philosophies have morphed over the years, and so there's going to be some entry level professional development for everyone. However, the 22-year veteran is going to have different needs than the student straight out of college. Our college programs are significantly different than they were when the veterans went through their college prep program for the field of education. So just because somebody's been in the classroom for a number of years doesn't mean that that they're more advanced in certain topics. They just need different professional development. And I know there's some budgetary constraints that go into providing different levels and different opportunities of professional development, and sometimes that we're at the mercy of our budget and we can only offer one thing and we have to try to make one thing fit all. I'm not sure that that's going to be overly successful across a broad range of teachers. I teach in a building that's got about 115 teachers in our building, and there's 115 different needs, and so I believe that it's our responsibility to try to meet as many needs as possible within the time and budget constraints that we have available. This has been a very rich experience for me to have the opportunity to sit down and talk one-on-one with a wide range. I interviewed new teachers, old teachers, math teachers, PE teachers. I got a broad spectrum of a lot of professional educators, and it was very interesting for me to listen to their perspectives.